Hey guys, my name is Yuni and currently I am a student in Universitas Ciputra majoring in Business and Management International. So today we're going to talk about something special. So first thing first, actually this is kind of related to the overall of the video. So I'm going to ask you about one particular question, which is, have you ever wondered why most people fail in their life? Like literally, for whatever they have done, they just failed. Well, most people or you guys would probably say that because they aim too high, they missed out, and it leads them to their failure. But, well, personally, I'm the opposite one. Well, I found that failure inside of me because I aim too low and that I might not get the opportunity for being success. But before we get into that topic, I'm going to tell you a brief summary about me. So, you all know my name. My name is Yuni, okay? So, let me talk to you about myself, like a bit about me. I am a typical girl who loves to socialize with other people, and I admit that this is one of my skills, which is getting attached with other people, obviously. Yeah, and then I realized that it turns out that I have the naturally displayed society traits such as being friendly and having a fun, outgoing attitude. Yeah, like I love to hang out with new people and to socialize with people around me. So yeah, I'm pretty much fine with that. And sometimes people around me would say that I'm a very humble person and a very, 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 very hyperactive person, or sometimes you just call me like major active person or like insane, but definitely in a good way, not in a bad way. Like, okay, I just like consider that as a compliment, so thanks guys. So, talking about personality and my society traits things, having a delightful personality really helps me a lot on going through things. I could interact with people easily and casually and formally. Just it's very easy for me to interact with new people around me. And yes, being a sociable person will give me tons of benefits, like in the future. For example, when I'm doing a business sooner or later on, it requires me to contribute and communicate with other people too, right? I know that when you're doing business, you should conduct an effective communication, like create a relationship between each worker specifically and individually, like privately or sometimes publicly. It doesn't matter what kind of communication it is, like really it doesn't matter, like verbal or non-verbal things. So actually it's just related to how you communicate with other people. For instance, let me just like give you an example. For instance, when I become a leader to my workers, I should be able to give a direction, which is by a communication, right? And get their support. So how am I going to do that? Well, that's a good question. Well, basically I'm going to use my personality traits, like my skills, which is like being sociable with other people. So, which is I'm going to like comfortable and I'm comfortable and capable of talking to new people, like how to get attached with them, to communicate with them, and how to get closer with them, and how to get their attention is more important in the business world. And not to mention, guys, that communication is the key to success in the business world. Like literally, communication is the key to success to every pathways. Okay, I'm going to talk about my flashback during the high school. Back then, I was chosen to be the leader of the school camp. Yeah, the leader of the school camp. At first I doubted myself and thinking like, am I capable enough to do this? What if I fail? Or should I say no? No, sir, I cannot do this. No, I cannot. Just give it to someone. Just give this task to someone else. I don't want to be the leader band. Like, what should I do? And yeah, there's like many questions are spinning inside my head, like thinking, should I take this job? Should I take this over right now? Right? Really, should I take this opportunity right now, like to become a leader? Yeah, like there's so many questions like spinning inside my head. Like I was very anxious and confused back then because I felt that I am not capable enough to become a leader. Like to lead people is not my specialty. So yeah, my specialty is to communicate with people, but to lead people, for me, it was a tough job. It was a tough job for me to do that. So I was very anxious. I was myself as a weak person, but eventually I took the job. I took that position of becoming the leader of this school camp. Then there's one quotation that always popped inside my head, and literally it says, "Don't be afraid to fail, be afraid not to try." Then I realized that I should have the courage to do that and take the opportunity to develop myself to be a better person. That's probably the best thing, you know. So during the camp, my teacher taught me lots of things about leadership things, like being like the ability to lead effectively based on the number of key skills. Like for me, my key skills is communication, you know, like yeah, like being communicative with other person. And then aside from that, and I know how I should build aside from that, my teacher also taught me how to build a enthusiastic and energized team member as a team. With this experience, I've got a valuable lesson in my life. Like actually, it's from my teacher. It is from my teacher, and I always remember that it is opportunities. Opportunities are like sunrise. If you wait too long, you miss them. Okay, I'm gonna repeat it for once. Opportunities are like sunrise. If you wait too long, you're going to miss them. So remember, guys, when you have the opportunity, just take it. Take the chance. Just try it. Don't be afraid to fail. So yeah, basically my real life situation is also an example of opportunity creation. And previously in the beginning of the video, I've mentioned that I'm going to talk about this behind, like in the end of the video. So I mentioned that I failed because I aim too low and not too high. And yes, it is true. Opportunity creation is not about making money, or being wealthy and rich and being famous, being stand out. It's not about that, but it is about consistent and assessing a chance for you to have the access to develop that you wanted to do for a solution, and take the opportunity to stand out and scope for a new creation that leads to problem solver. So that is most important about opportunity creation. It's not about making money. It's not about how you stand out in the center of many people. It's not about that. Note that you should be creative. The core origin of opportunity creation is that you're able to identify and deliver the idea that you have had into something that distinguishes trait of excellence. That is opportunity creation for me. And I also hope that one day or sooner or later I could make my business by using these skills that I have learned from my previous years, or maybe during my high school, like leadership and being communicative with other people. That is my skills, you know. And I hope that these skills could give me positive impacts to society in the future. I would like to make a restaurant for myself, and yeah, make a restaurant and build a pastry shop. So that's it, guys, for this video, and I hope this video could motivate you and inspire others, and I hope you like my video. See you next time.